Well, I'm glad. I sort of was fishing here, so I'm glad you mentioned the knit pink hats. We shall we call them the pea hats?
Let's do
We remember Donald Trump's famous apprentice, not the apprentice, the apprentice.
Yeah, the tape.
Tape.
The infamous tape.
And
Grab
so a
right
lot.
by the hat.
So my right, my wife.
When you're
Carol,
famous, you could do anything.
Carol is a weaver. My wife Carol is a weaver,
Yes.
and so through the weaving guild, she first learned that women were saying, "Hey, we ought to all have these pea hats, and here's the pattern, and here's the colored yarn." So with all these women coming to stay with us, they're not here yet. But yesterday, a package arrived at the front door of pea hats that had been made by friends of theirs who were sent to our house so that they could all wear them tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
Did you sign for it?
well, I wasn't home actually, but
Why
Carol
aren't you wearing the hat?
Carol couldn't.
Are
wait.
you going to wear a hat?
There may not be one for me.
Oh.
Right.
You know
That's
what?
an
I bet
oversight.
one of your listeners right now can like bang that out
Give
and
Bill a
get
hat.
it to you.
I understand that the pattern is easy enough. You can knit one in like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And
No, I
so-
have many friends who are going to wear them, and I'm sure they'll in my group.
But I think
as
it's a
well.
great statement for Donald Trump. But which gets to the point of what is the message of the march? What is the march all about? I mean,
Right.
I've been to many marches in my life. Sometimes there are so many causes at a march you don't know why you're there. I
Right.
mean, I know why I'm there, but nobody. If you looked at the march, you couldn't tell what it's all about.
Right.
What is this march all about?
So if you go to the national website, there are unity principles that were released just recently, and they are broad and they are intersectional. Is that a word? It is now. It is for unity and diversity and immigrant rights and reproductive rights. And I mean, it's just. It's a human. What I boil it down for myself is women rights are human rights, and sort of marching with that purpose. And it's not, like I mentioned, it's not a protest. It's bigger than one person. I don't care, right, about that person who I will not name. It's about coming together with women all over and saying we're here, we're watching, we're paying attention, and we're going to be moving forward. For me personally, I'm very excited to take those unity principles and then use them in DC. That's where my passion is. How can we, in the local communities, and hopefully that's happening across the nation, right? In our local communities, take those unity principles and then find the issues in DC that intersect with us and that we can put our energies towards. Of course, making sure that we don't recreate the wheel, right? Because there are so many great organizations in DC who are already working on this.